Told you.
Yeah?
I told you. I told everybody.
You did tell me yesterday when you sat down in
Yeah.
that chair.
And earlier this year, what did I say? Whose year was it?
The year. Did you say the year of Leffen or did you say the year of TSM?
Year of Leffen.
The year of Leffen, okay.
Actually, I spelled it wrong. Year of the Lefeb.
Oh, my God.
So yeah, that's the thing.
Okay. So here's the big question I was going to ask you first off to start with. You and Armada, you guys have played plenty of times over the years. More recently, a lot of Fox Dittos.
Yeah.
It used to be Fox Peach. One thing that I've always loved watching between your sets is every time you play against each other, you seem to make a lot of adjustments. There's always the little tiny things that
true.
change.
That's very true, actually.
And what I coming into this tournament, not to sleep on you or anything, but I thought Armada would make the adjustments. I thought he would make the adjustments and take it after CEO, but you were able to close it out. What was the main thing that you were able to do to keep that?
Well, the absolute main thing is that my neutral is better than his.
Like just straight up?
His punish game is absolutely better than mine, but I think both him and I would agree that neutral, I win most of the time. And it's like, so honestly, I think Armada played pretty bad, like at this tournament. And he said that he wasn't really feeling it, and you can see it. Like even in our match, like other than the 4-star, I felt like that set was pretty sloppy.
Yeah.
And I felt like had he played 100%, I would have lost. But he played like 50, and I played 80. Especially when you have the better neutral, it doesn't really matter if you don't convert everything, but as long as I don't get hit and don't let him get started on his punish game, Armada's a hard time like getting going and so on.
A big thing that I noticed too was that he was dropping a lot of those punishes.
Yeah.
He's so renowned for, even from the days of his Peach, he's always been the punish master is what we've called him.
I definitely think our CEO sets were like, they were tighter, and I think they were more representative of our like higher level. But yeah, we practice a lot, and I know he's better than that, at least in friendlies. But it is true that it's tournament, not friendlies.
Exactly. Yeah, you take whatever's given to you.
Yeah.
So the other thing is we've got EVO coming up in 2 weeks. Leading up to that, you guys are playing each other in 3 tournaments in a row right before that. How is that going to affect anything if you guys run into each other at EVO? Are you guys, do you think maybe you're...
I think if anything, he's going to benefit from now on, because obviously I'm beating him, so he has more chances to try to learn.
Yeah.
And EVO is best of 3.
Oh, God.
So I've beaten him 3 sets now pretty convincingly. Well, convincingly. But EVO is going to be best of 3, so it's all going to be like who's playing best at that moment.
Yeah, it's a completely different ballgame when it's best of 3.
Yeah. Even against Hungrybox, I feel like if I played against Prince Abu. He told me to shout out him, by the way. Thank you. I practiced the Puff matchup versus him, and I was like, I don't want to learn it to beat Hungrybox this time. And I really felt that the first time I played him today was really shaky. I had some good parts down, and I did well when I did well.
Yeah.
But I did bad. I did really bad.
Yeah, we could definitely see that, the highs and lows.
Yeah, and I honestly just feel like Hungrybox has a pretty hard time against me because, at least in the long sets, because other than adding plank into his game, Hungrybox does very little adapting, I feel. He does, he responds to rock with the paper occasionally if you do rock over and over. But, between sets, it's not that much. I feel like I play the same player every time. Whereas Armada, even though I played him tons in friendlies, he always shows up with something new.
Yeah. So do you think that HBox maybe does more mid-game adjustments rather than pre-planning?
He switched it up occasionally, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially according to the crowd I've noticed.
Oh yeah.
He goes for a lot of rests that don't even help him to get the crowd going.
Yeah. It's because it's a mental thing too. It's not just about taking the stock. It's about
I realized that
up.
I was shaking my head I shouldn't get off the rest. I got hit by this obvious thing again. I got tomahawk. But then I was but I'm not dying, and it's closer.
Yeah.
We just trade stocks. I'm from an up throw, he could get a full combo if he wants to.
Right.
And I'd rather take the stock trade, honestly.
Especially on a stage like Stadium. You get the up throw rest, and then you're able to get back.
Yeah.
With a low ceiling of that, if he's at 50, he can die from that. So.
No, so I definitely didn't feel scared at all versus Hungrybox the second set. The first set I was shaky, and I kind of panicked at the end of it. But grand finals, while I saw him beat Armada with the planking and so on, I was but the neutral is still the same.
Yeah.
He stalls for long periods of time, but once he's on stage again, it's the exact same Hungrybox that everyone knows.
Yeah.
With a bit more rest setups, I would say. But yeah, in general, I feel like Hungrybox definitely played well overall. He just wasn't able to adapt to me nearly as well as I was able to adapt to him, I feel.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah. So we ended up running the double elimination bracket for top 6 instead of the round robin.
I'm so happy.
Yeah. You were one of the guys who was actually spearheading that, who really wanted to change it.
Yeah, it was basically me, Armada, and Hungrybox. I was the only one who wrote on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
And
there was a big Twitter debate going on about it and stuff, too.
And everyone was like, yeah, it's only Leffen. He's scared of West balls. That's why. He's scared of Armada. Because
Are you scared of West balls?
No. I kind of force-stuck him in the crew battle.
You did, yeah.
Yeah.
That was brutal.
I've never lost the crew to West balls. And I've beaten him very soundly today. Why would I be scared of him? Why would I try to change the rules for that? And I wrote 5 out of 6 players. The only one player was West balls, and that was because he was asleep. and then Reddit's like, oh, Leffen, he's scared of Armada's consistency. When Armada was also one of the main guys behind that. So I don't know. People just like to find things to hate on me, I guess.
It's all right.
Yeah.
Well, you had a great showing here today. Did an excellent job. People are going to see you next weekend at WT Fox down in Tennessee.
I'm teaming with Mango.
You are? Oh, that's the one you're teaming at Mango with. Yeah, I forgot about that.
It's going to be fun. I didn't enter teams for this one.
Right, yeah, we missed the Leffen in teams today, or this weekend, I should say.
We'll see about Leffen in teams. Leffen in singles, though.
Ooh, yeah. Looking real clean right now.
Yeah, I feel like I'm playing good. I still feel like I'm throwing away a lot of games and, getting the momentum, shifted too much, and then I'll let that, get to me a bit.
Yeah.
But I'm proud of I've been very good at getting back right into it the next game.
Yeah. That's the tough thing about EVO though. It's gonna be 2 out of 3, so you're not gonna have as much time to get back into it.
That's gonna be really hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish I could have played some other Fox than Armada because I'm a bit scared that because Armada's he's definitely not the most random player. He has his set thing. He's not super predictable and he mixes it up well, but he still has his style and you can kind of know Armada's not going to short up Nair. He doesn't do that. He's scared of crouch canceling. And many Foxes, especially in Foxes, they just go ham. They'll short up Nair. Yeah, I have that move. Back here, I have that move.
Like the hack style of Fox where he does a lot of in-play short hop
for example, and I'm a bit scared because Fox can be played so many ways.
Yeah.
And in best of 3, no adaption. I'm basically going to have to go all in, hope I play well, and hope that I'm better than them, which I think I can, but yeah, best of 3 is a really...
I mean, in an 1,800-man tournament, that's a lot of sets you're going to have to get through.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of sets.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to play Hungrybox in best of 3 and Armada in best of 3 if the seeding keeps.
Right, yeah.
Honestly, I feel like I deserve better than 4th seed right now. But, maybe the seeding is set in stone.
Right. I mean, I think usually... It's the last week that they'll change it, or maybe 10 days beforehand. So maybe not quite finished
I just think that I should be over PP now because I've proven myself recently. And, no one knows, but it also keeps me from Armada happening in demis.
Yeah. I mean, that's the constant debate with PP because he'll spend so long not going to tournaments, and then everyone's like, well, he did so well last time we played, but it's been so long since we've seen him.
No, PP is definitely, he's amazing. He's I've learned a lot about neutral game from just, thinking about how he plays.
Yeah.
And I really felt like that's helping. PP's my favorite player to watch too. But honestly, while I think he has one of the best chances of winning the tournament, I think seeding should go to those who enter other tournaments, who show who throw themselves out there and can lose and get worse seeding, like Armada, like me.
That's actually a really good point. I agree with that. Yeah, that's.
I don't think people who win one tournament and stay home, even though he has his reasons and everything, should be higher seeded generally.
Right.
They should, but. One would be really stupid that after Apex to think that people could not do it again. He's definitely a contender. But yeah, I would like that. Honestly, it's the worst matchup for me because I've beaten both Hungrybox and Armada now.
Yeah.
Convincingly, and instead I'm playing Mango and maybe Mango and probably West Balls.
Right.
So it's actually a worse matchup because I've lost to Mango a couple times now. But I really just. I want the Swedish Winter Finals. I want the Swedish Grand Finals. Armada dropped the ball.
He did,
we don't talk about that.
You guys almost got back-to-back weeks. Blur was saying how, at CEO,
we wanted the 4P.
You guys were you got to the Winter Finals, and you just made sure everybody knew that. By the way, there's only 2 Swedes at this tournament, and they're both in Winners and Grand Finals. So.
Yeah, we did that.
Gotta remind everybody.
There was 2 people in here that were both in Winter Finals, but
Yeah, you even coming in and doing us dirty on 4th of July weekend, man.
Yep. I'm sorry, America.
Yeah, no chill.
All right.
It's all right.
But yeah, let's wrap this up.
Sure. You got any shout-outs or anything?
Shout-outs to all my fans, honestly. I know there were a lot of Hungrybox fans in the building today. But I still know there were tons of Leffen fans, and all my SIP boys, love you. And yeah, another celebration stream coming up.
All right.
Oh, and shout outs to TSM.
Of course.
Oh shit, this is one. TSM.
There you go. All right, Leffen.
All right.
Good stuff today.
See you guys.
Yeah.